What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You got to outgrind them. You got to get up earlier. You got to stay up later. You got to execute, and you got to go from 70 to 120.
You have to be relentless. You have to never let off the gas, never stop, never quit. Never allow anyone to talk you out of the dream, the vision, and ideas that God has sent you.
I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. And when I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like. Why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And please listen to me. There is a championship coordinates, and you can't change that. You can't change that.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Effort is 100% in the mind. No coach, no player, nobody else can make you run to the ball. Nobody else can make you finish a tackle. Nobody else can do it. And when you finally figure it out, how to win real battles, it's found through fundamentals. That's what wins championships. That's what wins battles. Blocking, tackling, until they get tired. Because you don't know what tired feels like.
What do you need to get done in the next 24 hours? What do you need to get done in the next 30 days? You may have some people who love you, who are looking after you, like you might, but your life is your responsibility. Nobody's coming to save you. Whatever this dream life is that you want, nobody's going to give that to you. I tell people this all the time. The American dream is real. They just not passing it out. But it's real, and you can have it. It's real, and you can have it.
How do you go and find an undervalued property?
Well, there's a ton of ways. For me, my favorite way is to make relationships with real estate agents. Because imagine this, if you're a realtor and you're talking to 50 people a day and you're seeing them have interest in selling their house, well, you're going to walk into listing appointments that are going to absolutely disturb you because of the condition of the property. They can't put these on the MLS and sell them to a retail buyer. So they call me. I'm a real big investor in Phoenix, and I get those opportunities. Second, my friend Pace Morby, he's a master of going to direct to seller. So I make relationships with folks like Pace and other wholesalers that spend their days cold calling homeowners. They door knock homeowners. Not only do I have an army of individuals out there knocking on doors and making phone calls and talking to homeowners, I also have an army of agents who bring me the opportunity.
Don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. All right? Listen to me. Don't be upset by the results you didn't get from the work you did not do. It's not an option. And the reason why some of you are not where you're supposed to be, you've given yourself an option. You've given yourself an out. You've given yourself an excuse. You've given yourself room not to do it. I'm not speaking no more to entertain. I'm not speaking to help people. I'm speaking so my girl never have to go back to work again. I'm speaking so that the MS don't kill her. I got a different drive. I got a different why. I got to make this $1.8 million so my girl can quit for the rest of her life. I'm taking all gigs. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We wait on the perfect time, you know what I'm saying? We waiting on the right moment to get our life in order. We're waiting on the right moment or the perfect opportunity to come through the door. We're waiting on a certain door to close and another door to open, you know what I'm saying, to really buckle down on our goals and to really see what it is that we want to do with our life. I'm gonna tell you this, G. You can watch all the videos in the world. You can listen to all the podcasts in the world. You feel what I'm saying? You can read all the books in the world. You could listen to your favorite author, your favorite YouTuber. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, you always got to look yourself in the mirror right there. You got to look yourself in that mirror. And you got to put that work in. Even when you don't feel like it.
99% of the people that are interested in real estate and they're doing their research Never make that call. They don't. Be the 1% for real. That's why there's no competition out there. People are like, oh, there's so many people that do this. There's so many people that. No, there's not. Go to church and talk to people about wholesaling and see if they know anything. Go to a family barbecue. Why don't you post to your social media or a group with your old high school friends or college friends and say, who in here is pumped about wholesaling real estate? They'll be like, huh? What? They'll send you the GIFs of people like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody will know what you're talking about. We do because we're so laser focused. But that's the what? Reticular activator, right? The reticular activator, when you focus on something, it expands, right? It's just part of our brain. That's why it's really important about what labels we put on ourselves, right? What we're focused on. This really, really, really matters. If you're going out there and you're calling yourself a newbie, you're dead. Stop it. It's not, you're excited about this business. You're a powerful entrepreneur. You're a powerful real estate investor. You're a powerful real estate entrepreneur. You are learning and excited, and you are going to do everything out there to make this happen because that's the type of person you are. Labels. What's your self-talk? What's happening there? All of that stuff matters. The reticular activator will activate if you keep telling yourself you are amazing at this and you back it up with actions. You back it up by simply finding ugly houses, getting the phone number, or going to the door and having a quality conversation. That's all it is to it. And we know, listen, people are on here. I don't think a single real estate show has more people celebrating success than this. Seriously. It's just because, keep it simple. This business does not have to be difficult. Ugly houses, big checks. Positive self-talk, powerful self-talk. Let your brain go to work. You got this.
People only ask you what's next when you do something. Listen to me. The problem that I have with the work that I do is that a substantial amount of humans are already dead. You just ain't been buried yet. Most of the humans that I come across, you already dead. You're not trying to accomplish nothing. You're not trying to do nothing. You just waking up every day paying bills. Like you already dead. You just alive, but you already dead. They just haven't buried you yet. I challenge you, since you have to be alive, do something.
Listen to this. Prolonged focus on the same issues can feel like routine, and routine can lead to boredom. When boredom sets in, attention drifts, right? Remember what we talk about in this channel about attention being the most valuable resource? It's not time. It's attention, right? It is the attention. And when your attention drifts, the craving for novelty creeps in. Ooh, that speaks to me. I know when I was going and it was a roller coaster and I'd win and I'd win and I'd win and then I'd stop. And then all of a sudden I'd have to start pushing that boulder back up the hill because the novelty of different strategies creeps in, right?
I mean, I ain't mad at you, but do me a favor. Whatever money you'll spend on a purse, I'm just saying do that with personal development. I ain't tripping. You want to spend $25,000 on a bag? I ain't mad at you. I fell into that trap, did it for my wife. I ain't mad at you. But do me a huge favor. Also spend 25 grand on professional development, on a marriage coach, on getting help.
And we see it often, right? Where people do get hit with a big fat check at the closing, and then they move on to other stuff and stop doing what really works. Think about 80-20, the Pareto principle. It's 80% of the results come from 20% of the actions. So figure out what those small actions are, stay focused on those, and then keep those consistent.
Love it.
Especially as you build it up.
When you die, I don't want you to die and have 100% of your might left. I don't want 70% of your might left. I don't want 50% of your might left. I don't want 30% of your might left. When you die, God says, I want you to die on empty. Run all the gas out the tank.
But basically, when you move that magnifying glass, it doesn't do anything. But when you hold it steady, it can start a fire. And one required long-term focus. One was hard and the other wasn't. This, moving from strategy to strategy, is not hard. It's not the hard part. Focusing is hard. If focus brings results, then long-term focus brings long-term results. Everyone can focus on something for some period of time. The trick is to learn how to focus on something day in, day out for the long haul. Long-term results require that you focus your efforts on the smallest number. Listen to me here. The smallest number of key activities that will in turn generate the greatest results.
I know what you've been through and I didn't quit. I know what you've been through and I didn't stop. I know what you've been through and I didn't whine. You know what I did? I got my reward for it. And not only did I get a reward for it, my wife got a reward for it. My kids got a reward for it. They're going to live a different life because of what I went through. And had I quit, I would have been just like my father who left me with nothing.
Brent said, working with real estate agents is a hack that we have mastered. Understand that if you go and you visit 3 open houses a week, this is going to be gold. This is a serious nugget that I don't think enough people talk about on shows, but if you visit open houses, you are going and you're seeing what trends are in the houses that are selling. You're seeing agents that are working hard. And more importantly, you're making connections with people that are agents that are obviously in this industry trying to get the next deal. Remember, I've talked about this on shows. When they are doing the open house, their goal, obviously, yes, if they can sell the house they're doing the open house for, great. But their goal is not to sell that open house. It is to find clients. When you walk in, you introduce yourself to the agents and you tell them what you're looking for, you'd be surprised how many of them might have a TV up and a laptop. They'll pull everything up right then and there and say, let's write some offers while you're here. Understand that there's a serious value in going to the open houses.
The other thing is, you know, in a lot of brokerages, real estate brokerages, they have kind of pocket listings.
Yes.
Right? They have a list of people that they're not really ready to put their house on the market, but it's coming down. It's going to be at some point.
Yep.
They've thought about selling, but they just, you know, it's not really there yet unless they get the right offer. Go and see if they have some pocket listings that need some love, that need the renovation, that are older and dated, right? Those are the ones that have potential equity. You can get into those deals and get those potential equity. And you need to, number 7, have a small reward. Under $500, whatever it is. Is it experience? Is it a dinner? Is it something fancy that you want to buy that's under $500 to reward yourself when you do this 75-day challenge? Have it right there. Have it in front of you. Be like, you know what? I'm going to do this 75-day challenge. And I'm going to buy this reward at the end. This keeps a couple different things. One, you're gonna find so many different opportunities in the next 75 days that you're gonna be like on cloud 9. You're gonna be feeling. You're gonna be in the flow state, okay? But when you're there and you're closing these deals and you're getting things done, I don't want you to go bananas and spend something, buy something crazy that's thousands of dollars. Have something at $500 that you can reward yourself. You get to have that feeling of reward without going too far and staying disciplined.
Absolutely.
Yep. Let's do one more and we'll bring the team up and we'll celebrate and we'll get out of here. Shyla. Looking good. She's looking happy. Started reaching out to agents in Atlanta. Love the vibes I'm getting with agents. That's right. Don't be afraid of agents. Listen, they're just they will bring you deals. They're the drug dealers of this business, right? For real. Jamil Damji talks about that all the time. Do you want to just do drugs once, or do you want to know the drug dealers, right? You go to a property owner. Typically, it's one deal. You go to an agent, this agent can bring you 10 deals a year. This agent can bring you 10 deals in your entire career. Who cares? It's still more than that one seller that you worked with. So I love that you are doing that, Shyla. Keep it going. I mean, make it a point to talk to at least 100 a week. You know what I mean? Try to get to there. Because it takes 300, by the way, it takes 300 conversations to get one deal. But once you build that stable of like 50 to 100 agents that are constantly bringing you deals, you're unstoppable. So that's it. Come on up, guys.